All right, let's get to work. We have an expression here. And of course, we're going to follow the order of operations. Do we have any parentheses? Yes, we do. So let's do what's in parentheses first. And then we still follow the order of operation within parentheses. But thankfully, we have all plus signs. So I'm going to keep the 3, bring down the parentheses. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. That gives us 3 times 7. That's the final operation, is 21. Okay, so number 2 says to order these numbers from least to greatest. So we're going from the smallest value to the largest value. So I like to think about decimals in terms of money. So the smallest value is going to be 0.052 or 5210. No, I'm about to say that wrong. 52 thousandths. I was about to say 10 thousandths, but you read this 52 thousandths. So that would be the smallest value. That's about 5 cents if we were to round. And then we would move on to 52 cents or 52 hundredths, considering place value. That would be 52 hundredths. And then our largest value would be $5.20, or we can read that 5 2/10. Done. All right, next we have 2 to the 3rd power, which we view as 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Bring over the remaining times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. And we are done. Now we have 20 divided by 4. 20 split into 4 groups would give us 5. And how do we check it? If 20 divided by 4 is 5, that means 5 times 4 is 20. All right, let's erase and get the last few problems. Just go ahead and get these last few in here. There we go. Number 5 says to circle the greatest number. So once again, I'm going to think about these in terms of money. I know this is about 9 cents by rounding, and this is 9 cents. So it's almost the same value, but the greater number would actually be 9 hundredths. Okay, 9 hundredths. All right, circle the answer that is equivalent. Let me grab my highlighter. Circle the answer that is equivalent to 4 to the 3rd power. Equivalent means equal. And we know 4 to the 3rd power is just like saying 4 times 4 times 4, which we can see is B. And we're done. All right, next up, the product of 8 and 11. As I always say, the key to solving this type of problem is to know what product means. Product means to multiply. So this problem is asking for 8 times 11, which is 88. All right, and for this last section of problems, we have a less than sign or greater than sign and an equal to sign. We're going to be comparing some values. And once again, I'm going to think about these decimals in terms of money. So I'm going to read this as $4.03. And I'm going to read this as $4.01. And so now I can easily see that $4.03 is greater than $4.01. And now I'm going to do the same for problem 9. This is basically no cent. It's a little bit, it's less than 1 cent. So this value is clearly greater. So I am going to grab and put that 34 10 thousandths, tenths, 100 thousandths, 10 thousandths is less than 3 hundredths. Okay, and how I look at this problem, I pretty much look at the 3 to determine what I want to round the hundredths place to. Just think, like I said, thinking in terms of money. And so the rules for rounding, 4 or less, keep it the same. 5 or greater rounds up, and 3 is less than 4. So we would keep this the same, which I said this is pretty much like having no money, because you barely have a cent. And at least for this one, you have at least 3 cents. Okay, and then for the last one, I will read this as $10.60, and I will also read this value as $10.60, making these values easy, equal. I was gonna say easy, but making them equal, which makes it easy. All right, well, I knocked out this video, you all. I believe this is the only video I posted today. As I always say, I'm trying to be consistent with pushing out these minutes. If you have your workbook, great. If you do not have your workbook, check the description box so you can work along with me. There are a total of 100 minutes. So we do have a few more minutes to go, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.